Approximately a week ago, thereabout, the US launched about 30,000 satellites. Immediately after launching those satellites, the sun essentially came to life. There was a coronal mass ejection followed by more of them and more ejections, and allegedly a bunch of sunspots and whatnot up there. This isn't a coincidence. These satellites are having a profound impact on that. There are other scientists out there that are talking about metals in space and how conductive they are. These are conductive. They get energy from somewhere, and now our space is littered with them. And just like how if you have one big satellite, isn't near as good when you have a whole bunch of little ones, right? Same theory. All these little things are making like a conductive barrier, or they're essentially ground, like they're being conductive. All the energy is coming out of the sun. So when the sun has builds up in pockets of energy, those pockets, sunspots, whatever, they build up and they're going to release quicker because they're connecting with other things in the solar system. It's creating a significant change in our solar system. They're a huge threat. And you know what? It would be short-sighted for me to not point out that there are other nations, such as China, doing it. And to that extent, like these, and I'm not even talking about how these satellites can be weaponized. It was just, talking about the science. They just came out with about how like particles will follow like energy field lines. So what do these things do? They have energy field lines, right? They're literally shoot like lasers. They have laser beams coming out of them. So if there's a coronal mass ejection and they're coming to a satellite and then those little energized particles follow that down, it's extremely easy to weaponize these things. That's the truth. And to that extent, we need peace more than ever. I was reading Pope Francis's Twitter feed, and he's meeting with Patriarch Bartholomew, and I wish them both. And my thoughts and prayers go out to them that their missions for peace are productive and we can actually start resolving these issues. These satellites are so much of a greater threat than the nuclear weapons we have, even. Just because they're having a profound impact on the environment by just sitting there, not even if they're in use, just sitting there, they're impacting things. Whereas like a nuclear weapon sitting in a missile silo somewhere isn't really hurting us, right? As long as it stays in that silo. So like we need to do something about it. Like we need to, instead of following pursuits of grandeur, I hope I said that right. We need to just calm down a bit, take a step back, and regardless of any personal gain or money or control, we need to just do what's right. And instead of talking about terraforming Mars, let's not terraform this planet so it's uninhabitable.